Well, that was fun to listen to. Wasn't Tommy wonderful? I just love him. He's, as I said, such a good person. Well, we're starting our third segment now, and we're going to start the third segment with a duo, Evan Pritchard and Pat Jones. Evan Pritchard is a descendant of the Micmac people, part of the Algonquin Nation, and a founder of the Center for Algonquin Culture, and a former professor of Native American history at Marist College in Poughkeepsie. He is quite the man, isn't he? And his friend is Pat Jones, who is a real wonderful friend of Clearwater. And he was there last year as a volunteer, and it would have been there this year, I'm sure. Well, he is volunteering to make this presentation for you, this recording. And anyhow, I know that you'll enjoy the two of them together. To me, there's nothing better than when you have a duo, because there's nothing like harmonies. It's just a very special kind of music. And then after that, we're going to go to Fred Gillen Jr., talk about Friends of Clearwater. Fred Gillen, he has a music studio, recording studio in Croton, and I've known him for a long time. He's done a lot of the Phil Oaks song nights that we do. He's very, very socially conscious, to say the least. And his music has been featured on NPR's Car Talk and on Pete Remembers Woody. Like Guthrie, Fred's songs reflect the struggles of the marginalized and forgotten. And he always talks a lot about, or sings a lot about, the human condition. And of course, he's the one who would say to you, the first thing you have to do when you get away from your, whatever you're watching the show on. I only use computer because I am technologically impaired. But if you watch the show on something else, good for you. But once you're through watching, or even if you're going to take a break by going to your computer, going to clearwaterfestival.org and donating. Hit the donate button, because we would appreciate that very, very much. And it is so necessary in these very tough times. You know, Clearwater, you normally would be doing sales and educational work and getting people involved. And right now we're all sitting home. And so we really need to keep ourselves connected in some way or another. And donating is a good way to connect. And I'm not through yet, because I have one more introduction, and that is for the third set in this segment. And that would be Matt Callahan and Yvonne Moore. Matt Callahan and Yvonne Moore are from he's from San Francisco, and she's from Switzerland. How they got together is a question I can't answer. But she's a singer and a band leader, originally, as I said, from Switzerland. And she's recorded numerous albums of her own music. And she is the co-founder and treasurer of the Art and History and Politics, to discover and publish and popularize music, graphic art, and text, created by participants in conflicts such as the struggle to abolish slavery. And I'm sure she's pretty much working on what we're dealing with now with the Black Lives Matter movement. So here they are. Matt Callahan and Yvonne Moore will be the third ones you'll hear. So let's review this quickly. First, you'll hear Evan Pritchard and Pat Jones, and that's from the Algonquin Nations. And then you'll hear Fred Gillen, who's from Croton, not from Croton, but that's where he's based right now. And then Matt Callahan and Yvonne Moore, and originally from San Francisco and Switzerland. So as you can see, we have quite a variety. That's what this is all about, including everybody. So enjoy.
Hey there.
Hey.
Hey, let's do Spirit of the Rainbow.
That's a good one. I love that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Spirit of the rainbow, open up my heart. Spirit of the rainbow, show me where to start. Spirit of the rainbow, voulez-vous encore? Spirit of the rainbow. rainbow. Écoutez-moi cette. I want to know your light is always with me. I want to hear your colors in my sun. I want to find the path of beauty that I've been looking for so long. Spirit of the rainbow, open up my heart. Spirit of the rainbow, show me where to start. Spirit of the rainbow, Benadu Kamalamun. Spirit of the rainbow, Salvio, now in Turkey. Oh, no, I want to see your light now within me. I want to see you at the setting sun. I want to hear your voice of harmony that seems to speak for everyone. Spirit of the rainbow, prepare to be a chorus. Spirit of the rainbow, home to the deathless cry. I want to see your light within me. I want to walk with you down every road. I want to feel your strength within me and a love that's solid gold. Spirit of the rainbow, open up my heart. Spirit of the rainbow, show me where to start. Light within me. I want to walk with you down every road. I want to feel your strength within me and the love that's solid gold. Spirit of the rainbow, open up my heart. Spirit of the rainbow, show me where to start. I want to see your light within me. I want to travel with you in my dreams. I want to see you in a moonboat, see you dance upon moonbeams. Spirit of the rainbow, open up my heart. Spirit of the rainbow, show me where to start. I want to know your light is always with me. I want to hear your colors in my songs. But the night is cold and lonely, and it is so very long. Spirit of the rainbow, show to me your face. Spirit of the rainbow, take please touch the human race. Spirit of the rainbow, show to me your face. Of the rainbow, please bless the human race. Spirit of the rainbow. Now, let's hear some blues.
Okay.
What you
all right.
got? What you got?
Well, let's a little tune I wrote about learning about what it was like to be Cherokee. My mom told me it was kind of like being a doctor, and the doctor says we're going to stick you with a little pin, but you're going to feel better in a minute. You're born in this world to find something to do. You want to sashay, big fun, got nothing to lose. Then your daddy dies, and you come to find so-called friends, they just think you're uptight. It's alright. My mama said it's alright. Pain is gonna be alright. 36 years old, and all that means was a promise to your homeboy that you couldn't keep. And then you found out why your nation died. Took some kindness for some weakness, just to survive. It's alright. It's gonna be alright. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, play the blues there. Gonna be alright. Yeah, one thing about life, gonna be a little pain, it's gonna be alright. One thing about life, we're gonna feel a little pain, it's gonna be alright.
I wrote the song when Freddie Gray was killed in police custody. Baltimore burns as Dr. King rose in his grave, and the dream that he gave us is buried along with him. Baltimore burns as preachers preach peace to ears that wouldn't hear Jesus when he preached in Palestine. Baltimore burns as Trayvon hangs on the cross. Nobody saw because white sheets obscured their view. Baltimore burns as the 13th Amendment is riddled with bullet holes at the police shooting range. Baltimore burns as the world turns. Stare at the screens, block out the nation screams. Baltimore burns. As the first black president shakes hands with oil executives, thanks them for the check in the mail. Baltimore burns. As most of the local fire brigade is conspicuously absent, watching from jail. Baltimore burns. No number 2 pencil could unravel the mystery of failing ghetto schools. Baltimore burns. As the minimum wage still does not get raised and senators collect their pensions. Baltimore burns as the world turns. Stare at their screens, knock out the nation screams. Baltimore burns. Baltimore burns. Baltimore burns. Baltimore burns. A new news cycle is born. Networks rise and fall on the tide of violence on our streets. Baltimore burns. Now black lives really matter. They're raising the ratings with each window that they smash. Baltimore burns as the world turns. Stare at their screens, knock out the nation screams. Baltimore burns as the world turns. To stare at their screens, block out the nation screams. Baltimore burns. Hi. This next song my friend Steve Kirkman wrote about the revival. We recorded it with our band Hope Machine, and it's called Clearwater. 1, 2! Time like a river flows endlessly, gathering everything left behind by you and me. Just like the river, our lives will flow. What goes into the river comes up in the seeds we sow. Let's go down to Clearwater, Clearwater. Plant our seeds along the rippling shore, Clearwater. Watch those seeds take root and grow, Clearwater. When tomorrow comes, there'll be seeds and more. Some mountains, prairies, and reservations carry our clear water dreams. Maybe someday will come when all of our clear water dreams flow together into one. Let's go down seeds can scatter me. Clear water, I know I'll be in good company. Clear water, Woody Guthrie, he'll be there. Clear water, and of course Pete Seeger, he will be there too. Clear water, Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse, all the great chiefs. Clear water, sitting around a campfire, just talking about peace. Clear water, Julia Butterfly, she'll be there. Clear water, sitting by the Hudson in a willow tree. Clear water, we don't want no pollution, we don't want no more war, just clear water. That's really something worth fighting for. Clear water, clear water, clear water. I'm going to leave you with the song from Pete. I've sung this song in Minneapolis, I've sung it in Kathmandu, and I've sung it many places in between. Have a great summer. Carry on enthusiastically. To my old brown earth and to my old blue sky, I'll now give these last few molecules of I. And you sing, and you who stand nearby, I do charge you not to cry. Guard well our human chain. Watch well, you keep it strong, as long as sun will shine. And this our home, keep pure and sweet and green. For now I'm yours, and you are also mine.
Who X marks the spot? Who X marks the spot? Wind is blowing, rain is falling, weary feet have pressed it down. Pilgrims wander aimlessly over the secret underneath the ground. Souls are lost in frantic searching, looking everywhere but here. Priests are chanting, rock stars are bleating. What would they do if we had no fear? You got to dig down deep where the bones are buried. Dig down deep where the treasure's hid. You got to dig down deep though the stones are heavy. Dig down deep, you'll be glad you did. Merchants trading, armies marching. So much gold and so much blood. So much trouble for an illusion. The treasure's buried in the mud. So all aboard this ship of fools, cast adrift and tempest tossed. Every eye scans the horizon for the paradise we lost. You got to dig down deep where the bones are buried. Dig down deep where the treasure's hid. You got to dig down deep though the stones are heavy. Dig down deep, you'll be glad you did. so superficial. Supermarket man in the mall. Ooh, carve your initials on the other side of the wall. Ooh, hoard those possessions, clever gadgets, shiny stones. Ooh, or heed the message, the treasure is what cannot be owned. You got to dig down deep where the bones are buried. Dig down deep where the treasure is hid. You got to dig down deep though the stones are heavy. Dig down deep, you'll be glad you did. You'll be glad. Down deep where the bones are buried. Dig down deep where the treasure is hid. You got to dig down deep though the stones are heavy. Dig down deep, you'll be glad you did. But you got to dig down deep where the bones are buried. Dig down deep where the treasure is hid. You got to dig down deep though the stones are heavy. Dig down deep, you'll be glad you did. You got to dig down deep where the bones are buried. Dig down deep where the treasure is hid. You got to dig down deep though the stones are heavy. Dig down deep, you'll be glad you did. You got to dig down deep.
The next song was inspired by a painting that I saw in San Francisco. It was painted by a man named William Coulter, and it was a big thing. It was a picture of a ship outside the Golden Gate in the days of sailing ships, and in this time when a ship was in desperate condition about to go down, they would send up a flare, a blue light, and to seek help. And the name of the picture was The Burning of the Blue Light, and I thought this was a good metaphor for our blue planet.
So we're running in the teeth of a 60-mile gale, and the seas are rising above the mast. And the bilge is flooding, so it's bail, boys, bail, or the breath you draw may be your last. For we can beg and plead with old Neptune that he change his mind and he change it soon. The fortune's whistling another tune. When you set sail, boys, the die was cast. So burn, burn, burn it bright, that we may see another morning. Burn, burn, for eyes that might see the burning of the blue light. Burn, burn, burn the blue light. Well, we caught the wind under skies of blue, and we joined the Pacific through the Golden Gate. From the wealthy merchants to the lowly crew, for the gold or glory our lust to say. A blind eye turned to the warning signs, from the rotten timbers to the frayed bowlines. A captain whose compass was Madeira wine, and the vessel's owners who were kept in faith. So burn, burn, burn it bright, that we may see another morning. Burn, burn, for eyes that might see the burning of the blue light. Burn, burn, burn the blue light. Got to burn it. Burn, 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 burn it bright. I see the burning of the blue light. She got the burn, 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 burn it bright. I see the burn.
one who fails to learn. She can be the best friend anybody ever had, but a friendship, brother, you've got to earn. And to make an enemy of this true friend, trust and virtue to offend, to be nature's master, you pretend, but catastrophe just awaits its turn. So burn, burn, burn it bright, that we may see another morning. Burn, burn for eyes that might see the burning of the blue light. Burn, burn, burn it bright, that we may see another morning. Burn, burn for eyes that might see the burning of the blue light. Burn, burn, burn the blue light. Burn, burn, burn the blue light. Hung my self-portrait next to the mirror to watch myself change as I stay the same. Years of reflections revealed this surprise, that change has no size, and I realize that the picture is outside the frame, outside of frame, outside the frame. Your attention stays focused while you fail to notice that the picture is outside the frame. At the bar on the corner, I joined with my neighbors in the beer and the booze and the bitchin' and flame. The bartender smiled, 'cause he recognized that look in my eyes when the sucker in you dies, 'cause you realize that the picture is outside the frame, outside the frame, outside the frame. Your attention stays focused as you fail to notice that the picture is outside the frame. Well, I look up at the stupid box, that fountain of complaint, where gluttony and avarice are gorged without restraint, where everyone is whimpering by the evil done to them, while hoarding filthy lucre and feeding every whim. Well, I saw as it short-circuited and the box burst into flames, the voice of Mother Nature living.
the picture is outside the frame, outside of frame, outside the frame. Your attention stays focused as you fail to notice that the picture is outside the frame.
Wow, so much great music, and all of this with our virtual Clearwater Festival. And it's so nice to know that at least the music is getting out there and is being heard, and that Clearwater's message is getting out there and is being heard, and that you are donating by going to clearwaterfestival.org and hitting the donate button, and then also finding out who's going to be on for the rest of the day. This final set that I'll be introducing is a very interesting set, again, very diverse. The first performer that you'll hear is Amythyst Kiah. She was born in Chattanooga and based in Johnson City. She is just powerful. Her vocals are incredible. And she accompanies herself with banjo and acoustic guitar, and sometimes she plays with a full band. She's actually part of a trio right now, a quartet called Our Native Daughters, and she's collaborating with Rihanna Giddens from Carolina Chocolate Drops, Layla McCalla, and Allison Russell, and they formed a group called Our Native Daughters, and they've put out an album called Songs of Our Native Daughters, which is such a powerful album. She just is, well, I'm not even going to say any more about her. I'm going to let you watch her and see what I'm talking about. I don't have to talk about it because she can herself. She will prove herself to be everything I've said and more. And then after Amythyst, you're going to hear Geoff Kaufman. Geoff Kaufman I've known for many, many years. He was a member of the Hudson River Sloop Singers, as was I, back in the, well, he started there in 1977 and was in there for quite a while during the 80s. And then in 1984, he became the foreman of shanty programs and director of the annual Sea Music Festival at Mystic Seaport. He's just done so much for music for the seafarers. And of course, a lot of that music was presented on the Clearwater stage when the sloop singers sang. And I just love him. He's a good person. He's a good performer. And finally, Tom Paxton. I could go on for an hour about Tom Paxton, but I won't, because I'd rather you hear music than me. That's more important. But Tom wrote such famous songs. He's been out there for more than 50 years. And a few years ago, he was going to retire, and he did a retirement tour. And the next thing you know, he's back out there again, and he's touring extensively with a group called the Don Juans. Of course, right now they're in recess like all the rest of us because of the virus. But Tom has written such wonderful songs, such as Last Thing on My Mind, Where I'm Bound, Rambling Boy. And a lot of people think that these are folk songs from back in the years, but they're Tom's songs. But they've been so well welcomed, and so many times they have been played that people seem to think that they're traditional folk songs, but they're Tom's songs. And my one favorite anecdote about Tom is when my kids were little, I used to bathe the two boys together in the bathtub, and we would sing Tom's song, Lyndon Johnson Told the Nation, at the top of our lungs while they were bathing. And that was Tom's forte. He would take a serious subject and really give it some humorous twist And then after you went home from his concert and started thinking about what you heard, you realized that he'd really made a point. And Tom was a good friend of my brother Phil's. He wrote a song about him. And Tom had a wonderful partner, Midge, his wife, for many, many years, who unfortunately has passed away. But Tom is still out there. And he received a 2009 Lifetime Achievement Award from the Recording Academy during the 51st Annual Grammy Awards. So without further ado, here we go. We're going to start, as I said, with Amythyst, and then you're going to hear Geoff, and finally in my segment, what a way to go out with the wonderful Tom Paxton. And after I take off and get off the stage, coming onto the stage is the wonderful Wanda Fisher, who has the Hudson River Sampler out of Albany, New York on WAMC, and she will introduce the next segments of the concert, the virtual concert that you are watching right now. Okay, take it away.
Hey y'all, my name's Amythyst Kiah and I'm at home here in Johnson City, Tennessee. I want to thank Clearwater for asking me to be part of this wonderful event. I'm gonna play 3 songs for you. Washed away, washed away, washed away. Just like that, she washed away. She came crumbling down and washed away. When you spoke to me of love, how can I ever know if it was true? Excuses made to avoid the truth. Looks like I'll have to leave you alone in this rain. Just like that, she washed away. Washed away, washed away, washed away. Just like that, she washed away. She came crumbling down. She stood there choking in the rain. She shook her head and backed away. She'd rather die than reach out for my hand. Choking in the rain, she shook her head and backed away. She'd rather die than reach out for my hand. Just like that, she washed away. Washed away, washed away, washed away. Just like that, she washed away. Wash away, forgot to mention when I started that song's called Opaque, and it's going to be on an upcoming record that will hopefully be out in early 2021. And the second song is also going to be on that record, and it's called Firewater.
Melancholy always seemed to work for me, wistful and uncertain all my dreams. Stardust forms into shapes that never leave, strange and wary they all seem. I'm a ghost in the hall, I ain't in the room. Everywhere I go, impending doom. How many spirits does it take to lift a spirit? I don't know, I don't know. 'Cause I bought every spirit and I'm still laying here crying on the floor, on the floor. So can you just leave me be? Being drenched in fire, water won't save me. I'll forsake the path of filth, fleas. Can you just leave me be? Pensive stares are the only crowns I've ever gleaned. So in the dark I find the answers that I need. City lights are the only stars I ever see. I'm in nights until I finally can breathe. How many spirits does it take to lift a spirit? I don't know, I don't know. 'Cause I bought every spirit and I'm still laying here crying on the floor, on the floor. So can you just leave me be? Being drenched in fire, water won't save me. I'll forsake the path of filth, please. Can you just leave? Can you just leave? Can you just leave me be?
Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in and watching this video, and thanks for continuing to support Clearwater. I'm going to end my set with a song that is still relevant to what's going on right now. It's called Black Myself. I wash away the blood and tears. I've been born brand new. There's no more workhorses, but still some work to do. Yeah, 'cause I'm black myself. 'Cause I'm black myself. 'Cause I'm black myself, black myself, black myself, black myself, black myself, black myself, black myself. 'Cause I'm black myself.
Let's get it for Geoff Kaufman.
Oh, thank you, Nick, and thank you all for coming out. It is a great pleasure to be involved in the Friday Night Folk Committee and bring so much wonderful music to this hall. And once in a while to get up here and ply my trade as a part of that. So here's a song. Actually, I've known this song a long time. Picked it up in England back in like 1983 when I went over to festivals there. But I'm singing it in part because I've been reading a book called The Mortal Sea by Jeffrey Bolster. And it really speaks to the issues that this song talks about, which is how we harvest fish in the sea. Now that the fishing is over, now that the boats are all gone, now that the quays are deserted, there's talk as to what can be done. For once we had herring aplenty, once we had cod by the score, once we had fish landings daily, just as in the fisherman's song. Fair stood the wind for the old fishing ground as we hoisted our sails once more outward bound to hunt for the herring wherever they be. Take what we could from the bountiful sea and home once again on the swift flowing tide, with the harbor lights a-burning along the port side. Our catch in the hold, our day's labor through, a share for the skipper, the boat, and the crew. Farewell to the shoals of herring, farewell to the long busy day, farewell to the men who remember how to fish in the old-fashioned way. For nowadays men of all nations come gather to fish the seas dry, and they don't care about conservation as they stand by and watch the seas die. Fares to the wind for the old fishing ground as we hoisted our sails once more outward bound to hunt for the herring wherever they be. Take what we could from the bountiful sea and home once again on the swift flowing tide, with the harbor lights a-burning along the port side. Our catch in the hold, our day's labor through, a share for the skipper, the boat,
and the crew. Farewell to the far distant waters, farewell to the nights and the storm, farewell to the nights in the Minches. We're ashore and we'll never return. For now that the fishing is over, now that the boats are all gone, now that the quays are deserted, there's only the echoing song. Fair stood the wind for the old fishing ground as we hoisted our sails once more outward bound to hunt for the herring wherever they be. Take what we could from the bountiful sea and home once again on the swift flowing tide, with the harbor lights a-burning along the port side. A catch in the hold, our day's labor through, a share for the skipper, the boat, and the crew.
Been thinking a lot lately about this country and how to look at where we're at and where we've come from. And so here's a song from John Nicholas, who shows up at a wonderful festival on Swans Island that I get to go to in the summer. And this one caught my ear. I'm gazing out at your hills and the mountain we carved long ago, past the trail of tears that runs bitter and the shadows black as a crow. And it's quiet out on the prairie where the memories shimmer like dew. Oh, America, America, oh, America, it's you. I'm walking down in your valleys, looking for buttons and rings left by the soldiers that fell here to rest where the meadowlark sings. The heartbeat of drums in the distance, the song of the gray and the blue. Oh, America, America, oh, America, it's you. I'm looking out at your fields, the amber waves in the sun, and I'm thinking that bounty and grace do not fall on everyone. And I'm wondering about the harvest and the vines where the grapes of wrath grew. Oh, America, 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 it's you. I traveled the length of this land, I traveled the rest of my days, to her valleys and rivers and forests, the mountains and shining blue bays. I'd seek her like a bridegroom and pray that my heart would stay true. Oh, America, 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 it's you. Oh, America, America, oh, America, it's you.
Hello, everybody. Tom Paxton here. I miss you all. I wish we were all at Clearwater today, but we all know why that's not possible. But I thought I could sing a song or two for you. And this is a kind of a Clearwater song. Outward bound upon a ship that sails no shut, outward bound. It has no crew but me and you all alone. When just a minute ago the shore was filled with people that we knew. Outward bound upon a journey with no ending, outward bound. Uncharted waters beneath our bow, far behind. The green familiar shore is fading into time, and time has left us now. So farewell, adieu, so long, via con Dios. May they find whatever they are looking for. Remember when the wine was better than ever again. We could not ask for more. Outward bound upon a ship with tattered sail, outward bound along a crooked lonesome trail. Things we learned would just be satisfied in knowing that we'll tell it to our kids as a fairy tale. So farewell, adieu, so long, via con Dios. May they find whatever they are looking for. Remember when the wine was better than ever again. We could not ask for more. We could not ask for more. One of the things I like best about Clearwater are the Friday night sails on the Clearwater, out on the Hudson. Something to eat, something to drink, some songs, very, very pleasant. This is something that my partners, John Vesner and Don Henry, and I wrote at Clearwater one afternoon. We had a break of a couple hours there, and we sat in the rotunda. And I cracked the whip, and I said, "Fellas, we can't waste this time. Let's see if we can write something." So this is a little song that we wrote for the occasion. I'm going to be looking over here at the lyric because I haven't quite memorized it. Smiling skies of blue, music golden new, dancing in the sunlight, everything is just right. Flutes and violins, bluegrass mandolins on a clear water afternoon. River rolling by, clear now as the sky. Thank the ones who saved it, just as nature made it. Life is but a song, how can we go wrong on a clear water afternoon? Swinging, swaying beneath the sun and moon, singing, playing, almost all in tune. Sing, rolling skies of blue, music golden new, dancing in the sunlight. Everything is just right. Life is but a song. How can we go wrong on a clear water afternoon? Life is but a song. How can we go wrong on a clear water afternoon? And I'll see you at Clearwater again. Bye-bye.